Tom Cooper, thank you so much for being here at How's the Weather. Tell me how the weather is in terms of dealing with poverty and homelessness in Hamilton and Canada.
Well, I think here in Hamilton the weather is improving. We certainly are, for the first time, I think, acting collaboratively to address the issues of women's homelessness and the lack of women's housing. On other levels, the provincial government, the national government, I don't think have taken the steps that are necessary that we need to see to improve the situation for the long term. We heard this morning our society is spending $4.5 billion every single year to deal with homelessness.
Wow.
And it's unacceptable. We have to do more, we have to do better.
We have to do better because it's the right thing to do and it's the business thing to do. It makes sense economically to do it with that kind of an expenditure.
It's an investment in our collective future. We really have to start understanding, I think, as a society, that not putting the appropriate investments into housing will lead to costs that are going to hurt all of us in the end.
And it's not every society that accepts homelessness in the first place.
Well,
you've met people from other countries who don't even understand that we allow it in such a rich country as Canada.
Well, here's a shocking number, Laura. In Hamilton, by the most conservative estimate, there are 150,000 people on the streets of this country. In Sweden, that number is 268 individuals.
Not thousands.
No.
So
Canada's homelessness rate is 1,000 times greater than Sweden's is. You know, our societies aren't that different. We're both industrialized. We're both, I think, progressive, but
wealthy.
We're wealthy. Some would call Canada a far wealthier country in terms of our natural resources, but they've made different decisions, and they find homelessness, they find inequality unacceptable to their society, and they've taken measures to eliminate that, and it's something we really have to take a good hard look at here in Canada.
One of the messages of the How's the Weather campaign is that every woman in Hamilton, and you could extrapolate that to Canada, deserves a home. It's a moral imperative. It speaks to either you believe that and you work towards that, or it doesn't matter to you. You believe in that imperative?
Absolutely. Everybody has a right to housing. Canada has signed on to United Nations declarations committing to ensure that everybody has the right to housing, that everybody has the right to an adequate standard of living. But we're not living up to those commitments. There's actually a court case taking place in Toronto next week on the right to housing. And the fact that our governments aren't doing what's necessary in terms of investing in housing is leading to illness, it's leading to poor educational outcomes for kids, it's leading to increasing costs to our justice system.
And to the healthcare system.
And to the healthcare system, for sure.
We hear about.
Absolutely.
So it makes sense to address the problem at its root, to stave off all those other negatives. It makes sense because women deserve a home, men deserve a home in our country, in a country like Canada. And so what is your message? You know, first of all, just two quick answers for me, Tom. Do you see the How's the Weather campaign having effect and continuing to? And what would your message be? I
think How's the Weather is an incredibly important campaign locally, and I think it's taken root here in Hamilton, and I think it can expand. And I think once we realize that we all have a stake in ensuring women are housed, that women have a safe, affordable, accessible place to call home, it will make our community much stronger. So let's all get on board. Let's support the How's the Weather campaign. I think we will see wonderful things, Laura.
Let's improve the weather. I want some sunshine.
There we go.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.